Hey everybody, Kevin Draco, host of This Dream House, here with my co-host and partner, Chef Mark, on behalf of Appliance Factory and Mattress Kingdom. Chef, it is good to partner up with you again.
It's great to be back together. I miss our hijinks. I miss showing people everything that we have to offer here at Appliance Factory. I miss sharing cooking tips and tricks with you on the radio, and now here on video.
Well, and look, let's face it, right? We have similar interests. For all those that don't know, Chef loves to cook, I love to eat. Today, I wanted to talk a little bit do a little comparison for people out there. As you know, air fry is probably the biggest thing out there right now. I don't know anybody who doesn't air fry, to be honest with you.
It is such a big trend, and the reason it's a big trend is because it's fast, it's clean, it's safe, and it's healthy.
Healthy, imagine that. We want to be eating healthy food. I think that's a good thing. And I do believe everybody is typically going, and I'm sure you get a lot of questions on more healthier eating. So it's a big deal.
Yeah, and I'm just going to touch base. When we talk frying, not just air frying, but frying is actually a dry cooking method. Well, you're thinking, well, this is a big vat of oil. What's dry about that? And it's dry because there's no added moisture. Like if we were doing a stew in a crock pot, that would be a wet cooking method. So it's important to talk about dry cooking methods because how does this make great food, that make crispy food dry, that dryness, that flavor that you get from deep fry oil, which I love.
And and look, that brings up a great point, Chef, because really everybody's like, hey, I got this countertop unit. Why would I want to go to a range? Hey, this is faster.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, how does the air fry technology work?
That's a great question. Air fry is a very simple concept. It's a high-speed fan that's forcing hot air down onto your food. And that's how you get that crispy texture and that deep fry flavor.
And so I think some of the things people would question is, well, this is smaller, so it would heat up faster, or it cooks quicker. Is there a discernible difference in time?
You know, my research says there's about a 6-minute difference in favor of the countertop unit. However, it cooks less in each batch. So it's kind of a wash when it comes to speed, depending on how many people you're cooking for.
What about people that would say, well, Chef, this is a lot easier to clean? I mean, what's the argument to that? I mean, because if you don't have something, right, all that grease is just dripping on your oven. I mean, there's some point to that.
Yeah. This is a good point. We have here an air fry basket. Some manufacturers are including these in the ranges now. Some of them you'll need to purchase, but this is the heart and the key of the air fry system in a range because it allows the air to penetrate underneath and around. And this is very easy to clean. This is dishwasher safe. And then if you have a standard cookie tray, sheet tray to put underneath, I put the rack underneath, line it with foil, and it takes 2 seconds just to
and it's not getting all over your oven.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this now. One thing I'm frustrated from just being a regular guy that likes to cook and more importantly eat wings. I have to stop at 12 minutes halfway and turn them.
Oh, yeah, that's no fun.
Yeah, it's kind of a pain.
Okay, so universally we hate turning food. We just do. And when you're cooking on an air fry basket, you don't have to turn your food. You can if you want to, but honestly, I don't. Whether I'm doing french fries, wings, you name it, I put it in the oven, I preheat my oven, I stick it in there, I close the door, and I just forget about it until the thing beeps at me.
This fits on my countertop, or I put it in a storage area, right? And for me personally, that's a little frustrating because I don't want it on my shelf. But what's the argument for, well, this fits in my home?
Well, I find that most homeowners, no matter how grand their kitchen might be, are always lacking counter space. I know I am, so I don't have room for that. You know where I would use that in my home? I would put it right on the stove because I have a nice flat surface right here. So in my house, when I plug this in, I plug it in right here anyways. So yeah, this is one more thing to haul around, and I already have a toaster, a coffee maker, my salt, my pepper, my crock of utensils, and 10 other things on my countertop. So this is just one more thing that I think you got to store.
So, and then maybe in a quick recapsule, right, for people, the argument would be, okay, maybe it crisps a little more than the other. I don't think anybody would really notice.
Yeah.
It's in the long run, it's not more efficient because I can't really prepare a meal for any more than one person at the end of the day, right? Cooking time, well, not really, because I have to cook 3-4 times in this, where I only got to cook maybe once here, because I could actually put 2 baskets in there, couldn't I?
You could.
And cook them at the same time. So really, it's one 30-minute time compared to 2 or 3 30-minute time, or 24 minutes really at the end of the day. So it's not faster. Yeah, it kind of looks portable and compact, and I guess that's good, but not in the long run, right? We already need a range in our home. How cool is it that it has an air fryer feature, right? I mean, at the end of the day, I guess what I'm saying is our conversation yielded and told me, the average guy, why should I have an air fryer option in my range that, well, it's great to use, but it really works better for the range at the end of the day.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, I've seen these on sale for 99 bucks. So, you know, is this a huge upgrade to any range? I think that's what people might want to know.
Yeah, I think, well, you know, my research says, Chef, we can get a range like this for $849 on up, depending on the manufacturer and depending on the other features, right? Because let's face it, we do a whole lot more with our range and with our oven other than air fry.
Yeah, and last I checked, you're certainly not going to cook a turkey in one of these.
They both work. They're both fantastic. However, really fundamentally, the air fryer range is much more functional than the countertop would be.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I've used them both. I think the difference in quality is negligible. I maybe can tell because I'm a professional chef.
Yeah, I can tell you I wouldn't chef.
But if I were to put a giant plate of air fry wings down in front of Kevin, I know you'd just be happy. Do you want to see more from Kevin and Mark? Do you want to learn more about why air fry is important? Then you need to like and subscribe.
Hey everybody, Kevin Draco, host of This Dream House, with my good partner and co-host, Chef Mark Kalix. Hold on, stop. Do you want your Chef Mark?
Hey, Chef Mark. Yeah, that's great.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Great to be back with you.
Well, thanks for having me back. Having me back. We are rusty.
Hey everybody, Kevin Draco with This Dream Host.